Okay, so mhm. All right. So I'm I'm gonna go ahead and do a proper intro since someone wants to be a butthead. Anyways, hey Bert, what's going on?
What's up?
What's
What's
going
happening,
on?
man?
Nothing much, nothing much. I know usually before you get in here, like we do an intro, or whatever, but yeah. Anywho, welcome everybody to the podcast. We got Amaya and we got Bird. A couple of our co-hosts couldn't be here today, but still the show must go on. So I didn't know what to specifically put the topic as, so I just put what's good, folks. So what's going on with y'all? How was y'all days or weeks been going since our last podcast?
Damn, it's been weeks already.
It's been weeks. Too goddamn long.
No way.
Yeah. So, who would like to go first? What have y'all been up to?
Bird, you can go first if you want.
Well, I'm literally back in school, and school gets kicking my ass.
Yeah.
Um,
I get it.
I feel like
so
Bird has a lot to say. He's been doing a lot lately. So yeah. Go ahead, Bird. Tell us what's good with you.
um, it's I'll say this. I'm pretty much off myself. School, working out. Well, I ain't work out my trainers. I basically work at home.
Yeah.
Um, Working. Meditating myself, the
Oh,
dieting.
okay.
Uh, I'm just I just now finished playing the video game. But overall,
Yeah, my
there's a
video
lot of
game.
thoughts in my head, sports wise, news wise, about the Will Smith thing, and
Oh,
I
you
didn't really
know,
hear anything about that.
we that was our last podcast on that. Um, we didn't get to hear your input. What do you think about it? What do you think about it, Bird? Like, give us Will's point of view, Chris Rock, and then your point of view. Like, what you think?
at first, at first, at my first thought in the beginning, I thought I was on Will's side.
Yeah.
Um, but as I stopped waiting, think about it, you know, I could blame both sides, because um, I think it's more deeper than just the hair joke. It's got
Yeah.
to be something more than that. But I think Will, as the most motivated, I think he's very smart. Number one. Um, Number two, if I was in the situation, um, first of all, Chris Rock is a comedian. I mean, he's probably one of the greatest comedians of all time right now. But if
Wait,
I
who?
was Will Smith,
Chris Rock?
Chris Rock, yeah, I said one of the greatest comedians of all time.
Cat. 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 Definitely cat.
Wow.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. It's your opinion. Let me
I'm
give you
just
your.
saying he's one. I'm not saying he's the greatest. I'm just saying he's one of the greatest. He's up there. He's up there. Um, but if I look at if I was in Will Smith and I look at Jada, and at first I thought it was laugh. I thought it was just just a joke. But when he came up there, if I was Will Smith, I would have put him to the side, and say, look, my wife didn't like it. You know, I just don't want you to make that joke again. I mean, the joke's already done. But I mean, I understand that Jada has the a mental issue of her condition, of her hair condition, and I get that. But I don't know if Chris Rock did know or didn't know because when comedians do, they prepare for the jokes. You know, some people don't like it, some people do like it. You know, people laugh.
Yeah.
But if Chris Rock didn't know, if he did know, I don't think he would make that joke. You know, but if he did know and still could make the joke, then I understand Will, perspective. But he could have did the other way because I want to do it is for the people. But
I'm gonna say this. I did do a little bit more research into it.
Mhm.
Okay, Chris Rock didn't know, according to TMZ, that Jada had alopecia, and I watched the Red Table with Jada and Will, and this is gonna shock y'all. Okay, most people don't know that Will and Jada really wasn't supposed to go through like the whole marriage phase because Jada wasn't the type of person that likes the marriage phase. So they was like,
Correct.
for the media, she would try it out, paint this whole picture of a nice married couple and things like that. But in actuality, there was never like together. I don't know if they had a real wedding or anything like that.
Mhm.
And
What?
they had a fallen out to where they wasn't like exclusively together. So when she got into that entanglement with August Alsina,
Who's that?
Will and Jada really wasn't together like as a married couple. They were in how do you call it, monogamous relationship or whatever, where they can
They were
be,
separated.
yeah, and they could still be sexual, with other people. So for
Marriage.
I forget what it's called. I forget exactly what it was called, but people's like, why didn't you do that to August Alsina? But a lot of people don't realize that they wasn't really together when she had that entanglement with August Alsina. And according to like the Red Table, she a lot of people didn't know that she had alopecia. They just thought that she was just shaving her head just because, you know what I'm
Correct.
saying? Because a lot of models and a lot of people are doing it, like Casey, the singer Casey. She shaved her head. People
Mhm.
really don't know why, but I think it really goes back to the Illuminati shit, but that's a whole nother podcast. So yeah, he didn't really know that she had alopecia, but at the same time, they're still going through a lot in the background what people don't know about, and people don't know about their lifestyle. So it's like, for me, I could kind of understand both sides. Is for one, he didn't know, so the slap was like unnecessary. Now that I have more research on it, the first time when I saw it, I was like, God damn, he slapped the shit out of him. Like, yeah, I stand up for my wife too. Don't be talking about my wife's alopecia, because I think about me and my lupus all the time. If somebody come up to my boyfriend or husband and be like, yeah, that's why your wife got lupus, or say something about lupus, then that would trigger something for them. And then Will, he really be going through shit. Like, people really don't realize that, and that was probably a breaking point for him, because she's probably at home crying about it or something like that. And for you to say something is like, they probably was talking about it before they left home and went to the damn Oscars. You know what I'm saying? And he just come out with a joke that probably just hit something. But he did apologize though. It was online. He made a post and said he apologized to Chris Rock, that he's really going through some stuff, and it just, that was a breaking point for him. So a lot of people just really didn't know that. I had to dig into it a little bit more.
Go ahead, man. I was gonna say something, but go ahead. I'll wait for you. I know you say something. I want to hear your opinion.
By me or
Amaya.
No, go ahead.
okay?
Amaya, I'm so sorry. Bacon.
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 Yeah, bacon. No, basically, I heard that they were in an open marriage. That was it. But people mostly like not navigated it, but they more like pulled it more towards Will Smith, because it's not like you don't ever really. Oh, it's called polyamorous. I think that's the name of the
Polyamorous or polygamy, something like that.
I think it's polyamorous because that's like for multiple people or whatever, but
I'm gonna look it up.
what was it? Damn it, I forgot. Oh, they were making it a big joke at the Grammys the other night. Like lots of people just kept bringing up the fact that Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. Like that was their main joke for the whole night. That
That's
was
crazy.
I don't know. It was a
Holly
joke even about Tupac. Like Will Smith didn't do good enough. Tupac would have killed him. That's what the joke was.
They were also saying with Tupac that Jada and Tupac had a really close relationship. They were not never together, but they had a close relationship to where they could talk about anything. And since he died, it feel like Jada never really got over him, so Will is just there.
That's fucked
And
up.
that's like a lot of that was a conspiracy theory story. I don't know, but at the same time, I don't know. They were close, as you can see, like in the 70s through the 90s and whatnot. That was close. Maybe she didn't get over it. I don't know.
I mean, if that's the
Well,
case, it's like oh, sorry.
no, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
interrupted you.
No, you fine. Go ahead.
All right, I'll say it quickly. That's kind of like Rita Moreno. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
I heard the name.
Okay, well, she was like the very first person in not the very first. She was in the original West Side Story, and she's like the first Latina Puerto Rican woman to ever win like Oscar or something like that. She won Best Supporting. Yeah, she won Best Supporting Actress, but like she was also with Marlon Brando, and she was married at the time, and she had a kid and everything, and she cheated on her husband with Marlon Brando. And I think it kind of goes back to like that whole thing. She basically said she never got over him, even though she was married. I kind of don't know how people could do that.
I thought she was with Alberto Clemente.
She got married to another man, but she said it like she was never really over Marlon Brando.
I heard a couple names. I just heard Roberto Clemente because he's a baseball player, so that's why I heard.
He died though. The man she was with, he's dead, and Marlon Brando's dead too. Do you know how many kids Marlon Brando has?
I heard about 7.
Like around there, like 10, 7 or 10.
I heard 7 so far.
I was like,
what? I know a little bit of the old actors, so I know a little bit of Latino actors too. Now, don't get me wrong, I ain't Latino, but I know about them.
She's the first Puerto Rican woman to actually win an award, so I think she was the first. But she's my favorite. But what are you trying to say, Bird?
Well, first I'm gonna watch the West Side, the original West Side Story. I think that was a very good movie. Coming to America. I like that. That's my favorite part.
Thank you. Finally, somebody who likes it. Dude,
that's my favorite part. I watched it when I was a little kid with my mama.
You did? They made me watch it in elementary school. My science teacher, she was the worst science teacher ever. Horrible attitude. But that was the best thing she's ever done for me.
But I seen in summer school. Yeah, I had
summer.
What happened?
Oh no, I was gonna say.
I seen it in summer school.
Huh.
Wow, dead silence. That is
Sorry, no, it wasn't you. I was looking up the guy that she married. She married a guy named Leonardo Gordon.
Yeah.
I heard that name before.
Leonard Gordon.
Leonard Gordon. I might have to look that up, see what movie he playing. He look like an actor or something. I mean, not actor, but director or something. Never heard that name before.
He was a cardiologist.
Yeah, I never heard that name.
I'm sorry, Bird. You were trying to talk to him. So what were you trying to say?
No, you're good. You're fine. Well, I was trying to say is first West Side Story. I'm gonna watch it after this. Number 2, when Jada and Pac, Eric. That's his real name, Eric.
Yeah.
Don't ask why. They was very close, but they was in Baltimore School of Arts, and And I think Jada was, to my opinion, I think Jada was in love with Pop.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, and Paul is a ladies' man, and he loved the ladies. He admitted that to his documentary. Um, I forgot what documentary called, but he admitted. But Jada had his heart. He knows that and I think Pop loves her too. But it's just that when he died, she never had that chance of what if we did went together. You know, that was very very close. Um, and I think that Will, who first she got pregnant before they got married with Jada. Jada was pregnant
Mm-hmm.
before they got married, and they thought that it would work because Will was going through a divorce, and he
He was
thought he was trying to do the right thing as a man, not look good. He don't want to be the baby daddy, you know. And I get that, but and I'm thinking, well, you from Philly, like, come on, man, just you know, I mean,
But he was still going through that with his wife and his first child. He had his first child when he was like way on like Fresh Prince.
hmm
That's another podcast.
but I think as of right now, when they have somewhat type of relation, like Jada said, if you look through the mirror and accept who you are, I don't know the exact words, but I know something about a mirror. Be who you are. Be comfortable who you are. You are your man, and you do what you're supposed to do. In other words, I think what Jay is trying to say is, you do you while I do me. That's what basically what she's trying to say. And I don't know if Will got that message yet. I think Will try to have a good image of a good man, a black man who's a very good actor who say, okay, I made this image for her, blah, 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 and Jada had it all, but
But I think he's only trying to play that image because it goes back to his childhood. His dad used to beat on his mom, right? So
right.
I guess he's trying to not portray that image in his life and whatnot. And he still never really dealt with that. So he's trying to be like the best man that he can be in a way. But people take it as like Will is soft and Will is not handling things the way he should have handled it. It's like y'all got to do y'all research. Y'all got to listen to him on the red table and know why he don't do the things that he do. Like it's publicity for one, for two, his image, for three, you don't want to have like all this court shit going on and you're like, this man is worth $350 million. You don't want to kind of jeopardize any of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's times when to act and times when not to act. The Oscars just kind of probably he hit a breaking point. You get what I'm saying? I don't know.
Well, it ain't the first time he slapped somebody, on television. It's
Right.
like his second time. The first time he slapped a reporter, and he was trying to
Oh
kiss her.
yeah,
Yep.
So
harassment. The guy was trying to like, in a way, isn't that like sexual assault or harassment?
I don't know about sexual, because most people think out of country kissing is more like a handshake or something. Like, I'll give you a prime example, and I won't get off the subject, but I'm gonna give you a prime example. Well, I was in Indonesia.
Mhm.
In Indonesia, I was scared to go to Indonesia because number one, pythons, anacondas, and Komodo dragons, and a lot of bugs. I'm scared of them,
Yeah.
so I know they're out there. Uh, Especially the baby ants. Oh god, I hate baby ants. They come at nighttime. Yeah, they look like. Ugh. But anyway, what they do is, and this is what I didn't know. When they greet um us, when I came on there, they greet us. They usually uh touch our lower back to say hello,
Okay.
and and some people touch the butt just to say hello, how they doing. I don't. that's just how we was told before our brief, before we deployed to Indonesia at that time. So that's their greeting. Um, so some people have a greeting of a kiss in the cheek. You know, that's just how they greet. And I don't think, and Will think in his mindset that it's sexual. That it's sexual. You know, if somebody who is from the country that they from, they should have told Will that, hey, kissing means greeting means hello. If nobody had told him, then yeah, I'll do the same. Yeah, I'll slap him. You know, but
Yeah,
if
but
he didn't know about it,
it's in certain places, like let's just say Hispanic or Latina, they'll kiss, or even Mexican, they'll kiss on the side of the cheek. That
yeah,
reporter guy actually kissed Will on the lips, and they're not in any other country. They're here, like in the States or whatever. And he was, I'm gonna just tell you, he was no someone that was foreign or anything like that. He was a white, reporter.
yeah,
Like, better. You get what I'm saying? So for him to react the way he did, I would have reacted the same kind of way. Like, first of all, you a stranger putting your damn lips on me. For two, like all these motherfucking people out here and you trying to like fuck up my damn images some type of way. Like I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of stuff that could have went wrong if he would have did anything. But still a whole bunch of shit went the opposite way because he did do something. So it's like you win, and well, not even you win, you lose. Either way it go. Either way it go. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. And
well,
that's
right now, right now I'm scared of all the comedians, because I think now they have to watch what they say now, because, and I feel bad for Chris Rock, because now
it was been
I'm
like
looking
that.
at Tiffany Haddish, when she said something about, cause I think she's close to Jada now. Now it's kind of like, now all comedians have to think about, man, if I say this to my friends and say that, cause every laughter has a laughter for a reason. And
Yeah.
some people laugh about their life, and some people laugh about what they experience. Uh, just like Dave Chappelle talk about O.J. Simpson or Prince or Charlie Murphy, whatever the case may be. You know,
LGBT.
yeah. So now, you know, it's just, now you got people who attack. Like me personally, uh, if somebody want to talk about me, as long as I don't show up to their community, I'm fine with that. But if you're gonna show up and they're gonna talk about you, don't show up at all.
Hi, sorry, my
I
computer.
mean, I feel like people think that the Oscars is an award-winning show.
Mhm.
Okay. You wouldn't think that jokes would be there. However, there are comedians that come. Comedians, when they get on stage, their first thing is to crack a joke to get the crowd going. But it's like certain time I guess you gotta know when to joke. Like if he
Mm.
would have saw her face, well, he did see her face. When he saw her face and she wasn't happy about it, he could have been like, "Oh, okay, well, I take it back," or "I apologize," something like that. Before Will got up, because Will, like, just thinking about Chris and Jada, right? Their little moment. Chris crack a joke, Jada gets upset. They were friends, close friends. Him, Jada, and
Mm-hmm.
Will. And for Chris to not like acknowledge like her face, and it was like, oh, that was messed up or whatever. He could have apologized for that part, and then he probably would have got slapped. Well, because Will was still laughing. You get what I'm saying? He still laughed. And then he saw Jada's face, and then he actually got up. Like, he looked at him like, we was just talking about this at home, and you think that's just funny? He go up there and like, oh yeah, you're right. So he slapped. That's the way I see it. It's weird.
Well, I think they both should like man to man. And I know this is going. I like this is what they need to do. I don't think a tweet or write a post, tell them they need to apologize. I think he needs to go up to see Chris Rock personally, man to man, and apologize to him, or put him in the red table. Just like they always do.
Yeah.
Because I think Will know deep down that he could have handled this situation differently.
He knows. That's why he talked
Chris.
Bill.
Yeah, and Chris Rock, Chris Rock's like, okay, he's still processing. So I think that Will's not a bad guy. We all human. We all make mistakes, and they got to look at both point of views. And to them, as two black men, especially two famous black men, to come together, because we don't have that many two black famous people in the Oscars like we see it right now. Especially they start from the bottom, and now they work their way up to the top and let all the doors open for a lot of young black actors and actresses.
Yep.
So it especially Will, because Will was the first rapper to win a Grammy.
Mm-hmm.
And to win an Oscar too. So that helps. That's telling us Will that's opened doors to a lot of people who's trying to make it. You don't have to be just rapping. You could be actor or directing too as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Multiple roles.
So
I wonder how his resume looking.
Who?
Will.
And rapping?
No, just in general, like his resume.
I mean, it's not gonna hurt him. I mean,
that resume is like,
yeah.
Dude has done everything under the table.
He really has. He was in a DC movie, like.
And not only that, this man can cry like on cue.
Like he's an actor.
He has like this two personas like Nicki Minaj does. He has the Fresh Prince and he has Will Smith.
I really like Nicki Minaj.
Well, people be judging his movies like, and this other thing I was thinking about this too, and it was a long time. It wasn't that long, but it was somebody talking about his first movie he did. It's called Desperate Measures. I know it's called Desperate something.
Mm-hmm.
And he played a gay man.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yep. So that was his first movie. I thought it was made in America with Whoopi Goldberg and.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I think it was made in America, but I think in Desperate Measures it was 1 to 2. So he kissed a dude, and they say he was getting fucked in the ass. I ain't see that part, so I didn't know.
Why are people so bad?
People just find anything.
But he was just acting. So if I know that
Separation, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was naked.
Yeah, I know that he was naked, and then he got caught with a dude or something.
I'm gonna share it with you.
It's called Desperate Hours.
No, 6 Degrees of Separation.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put it in the.
I'm way off, but I know the movie's about though. So I didn't know what the movie was about. I just know that Will play a gay man, and to me, it's the thing about it's like, okay, so you let some people talk about you, but you're not okay to let somebody talk about your wife about the hair.
He's not. He would rather. He's the type of person that I'm gonna take all the heat or whatever the case may be, bottle it all up, and keep it moving. But once you talk about my family, it is over. It's done.
I don't think
that's how I feel. That is exactly how I am. Like, you can say what you want to say about me, but the moment you put your hands on my sister, even we could just be arguing 5 minutes ago, and I'm be like, I would never say I hate you to my sister, but like to that point of extent where like, oh, you get on my nerves, and somebody else coming in and trying to put their hands on my sister, I'm still knocking bitches out about my sister. Yeah. My sister, my mom, my family, anybody. Like, I think that's just how he is. Like that back in the day when be like, oh, your mama. Oh, that fighting words right there. Who mama you talking about? Who mama? Show me.
Well, I just look at it this way. If that was The Rock talking about Jada's hair, I don't think Will Smith would slap the shit out of Rock. That's just my opinion. I don't know.
I think honestly he would go up there and try and slap him. Then this when you would see security up there. Because listen,
And I
the
think The
whole
Rock would put
process
a
that
rock
he had-
bottom on Will Smith. That's what I think he's gonna
he
do.
would. He hit it with one of these.
The people elbow.
But still, I think, like I said, it was a breaking point for him. I don't care who it was. I think he still would have went up there because he seen Jada's face. Like, even if it was Pop, he still would have went up there. It probably wouldn't have been nothing more as Chris got slapped. But at the same time, he's like, people say, why you gonna try to fight somebody you know it's not gonna fight back, and why you do that to August Alsina or like The Rock or whatever? It don't matter. I think he still would have went up there. I think he still would have went up there, and it would have been like, oh, let's cut the break or a commercial or something like that, and come back or some shit. I think it still would have been like that.
I was gonna say something, but I think Bacon's gonna say something.
I wasn't.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say something.
No,
but...
I'm just like, you guys are like giving me information I did not know.
Oh, you didn't know anything about this?
I didn't know about some of this stuff. I didn't know he had a thing with The Rock at one point.
No. People just making it seem like
I was just making an example. That's
he's
all.
he's like real buff and whatnot, and will
Really
there.
down.
I think he's still
But,
with
but it was now to the August. To me, if I was with it, was nothing I could do because it was two things August would have done. He would have sued him,
Mm-hmm.
or he would have tried to shoot him, whatever it came in. Because August is a whole different subject than Will.
I didn't know
way younger
about
too.
this person either until you guys said it. Like, who? He's a rapper or something?
He's a
like a
singer rapper. I think he's more R&B to me. I
I
like
was going to
August.
say R&B.
He was more R&B, but then he kind of fall off for whatever good reason. I don't know why.
Well, the reason why he fell off is because August Alsina is sick. He
With
has
his sometimes it's odd thing.
let me find out exactly before I stick my foot in my mouth. August.
I think something wrong with his eye. That's why I remember.
I've never heard of that guy until you guys brought it up.
What?
You never heard?
Or maybe I've heard his music before, but I don't remember.
He came out like
August Alsina is a high-profile rapper who is battling a disease. What is it called? Liver disease.
liver disease.
Mm.
And Jada was basically comforting him, there for him, so that I guess it's why they had their little entanglement, like they built that rapport with each other. But my thing is that I don't know what Jada does behind closed doors or whatever. Everybody wants Jada. Jada is she's good looking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you could build that good rapport with somebody where you look good or whatever, like there's gonna be some sexual tension. And Jada's not the type that basically want to be tied down. So Jada does whatever Jada wants to do. And
Just
then
like Will.
I mean, but to be honest, you never know what's real, like what's really going on in Hollywood or not, because they do that. They come up with all these stories sometimes just for attention.
yeah,
That guy's going through something. He's losing his fans. They're gonna obviously bring in a high actor and be like, "Hey, we could pay you this much money for you to come and walk around with this guy or pretend to have an entanglement with him." They do that all the time. They were doing that with Jason Momoa recently. Supposedly him and was Lenny Kravitz's ex-wife, Lisa Bonet.
Liz Bonet.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not, but they're saying that they broke up, and then they're saying they're working on it, and then they're saying that he is dating Kate Beckinsale, but he recently came out, was just like, they said, yeah, it was a whole bunch of bullshit going on like that. But he said that he just gave her he just gave her his jacket because he was like, chivalry isn't dead, and she was cold, and that was it. But like they've been coming out with articles like, oh, they're dating now. Oh, he broke up with Lisa Bonet, and now he's back out on the scene dating Kate Beckinsale. And yeah,
I heard they back together.
that's what I'm saying. They were saying that, but then since he gave her his jacket, people took pictures of that and created a story about it. But that's what I'm saying. Like Hollywood is not real. Like you never know what's really going on.
Well, that's a good thing. I
They
don't
did
want
the
Hollywood
same
to know what
thing
else
that
got going on with my business. So
girl that was on the Maury show, Catch Me Outside, her. They did that with her and that other white girl. They started some beef online. Yeah, I think it's her name. Just because they wanted to get more fame, and now the other one is on OnlyFans and shit. It's like publicity.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
I know the girl that was on Maury. She got like mad surgery now.
Mm-hmm. Yup.
That's sad.
Well, besides that, and this whole thing that's going on with Will and her, there was this post that I seen Bird on TikTok. Me and Amaya and Tay talked about it. This lady, she said that all men aren't good men. Now I'm gonna give you the whole story, okay?
He's like, this bitch.
I had you know the video I'm talking about, right?
Oh man,
you saw it.
I saw it, but I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna show you the video. Okay, these are not my words, but you will hear my words. It. I don't know. At first, I didn't know who she was. I didn't know like why would she say some shit like that, and then people was like, even in her music, she said some shit like that. So this is her.
Wait, you think that now? All men. I don't think they're good people. The reason for that, and I truly believe.
Hey, Michelle.
Reason for that is like for men to do things that they consider small in the flesh of like cheating. Mm-hmm. You know that that's going to destroy your partner, but you do it anyway. Yeah. And just because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to accept your betrayal. Right.
Have you ever cheated in a relationship?
That's exactly what I was about to say. Yes, I've cheated.
Bird, your face though.
So I had to do that was just a duet of it. And I had to watch a lot of the things that I say because for one, my stuff get banned, my sound gets removed, I get dinged for bullying. That just actually happened. Now I'm banned from going live on TikTok. So
what? Yeah,
I was playing the game, and you get intense in the game by cussing people out and they're like harassment. So I'm banned until October.
People reported you, or it was just the company?
No, it was TikTok. They full of shit. But anyways, my opinion on that was, for one, she's contradicting, because if she say all men are not good people, that would mean that all women are not good people. Take it back to biblical days, okay? Who's the first one that actually portrayed God? It was Eve, motherfucking ass. So if you want to get technical, all women are not good people. But anyways, my opinion is you can't get contradicting in the same interview. That makes no sense. She's like, oh, because men cheat, I'm supposed to accept that as a woman. No. As a female, you need to know your worth and know that you're not supposed to be staying with some nigga that's cheating on you. Like, what are you, stupid?
I mean, but
too, like, no, don't even say
what,
because there was a comment that said, oh, some females can't leave, or they can't go anywhere, or they won't go anywhere. That's bullshit.
It's not even that. I feel like I get what you're saying, but personally, because I've seen it, it comes down to the fact that sometimes people have kids and they want to show their kids different from what they've experienced. If they've seen their parents weren't together growing up,
Mm-hmm.
they don't want that for their kids. So they keep trying and trying and trying, even though there's been betrayals and all that. But at the
Have
same
you-
time, because they don't want to, it's already hard enough to find your own place,
Yeah,
So-
but haven't you heard of that saying, don't fix nothing that's not broke? Right?
Yes, I've heard of it.
Don't beat a dead horse or whatever the case may be. If your husband or your partner or your man or your boyfriend is cheating on you, they don't value you. You are not a priority to them. You don't mean that much to them. Otherwise, they ass won't be out there cheating. You got the same shit at the house
Yeah.
or home.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you go and find something else? Maybe there's something else going that's in the house, but my thing is that if you have to cheat on somebody, you might as well leave them.
No,
Talk to your kids. It's not like you have to try to hide everything from your kids.
well, why not also go get help? That's the biggest problem. There's this big stigma against going to see a therapist and all that. There's nothing wrong with going to get mental help.
People are, if you're cheating and you're at the point of being cheating, there's no point of you going to therapy. You have made up your mind that you want to be with other people.
I just meant for the other person that they're affecting.
Yeah, well, go to therapy and then go find somebody else.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with going to therapy. I feel like everybody needs therapy. We've all been through some fucked up shit.
Yeah,
Some of
but
us know how to handle it a little better, but
some people don't want a stranger in their life, or they don't want to go to a therapist to dig up hurtful shit that could happen. Because if you go to a therapist, I'm gonna be honest with you, you go to a therapist is gonna give you the truth. They're on the outside looking in. They don't know what you're doing, what you got going on, what you said to this person, only from what you're saying. Go to a therapist, they gonna tell you the truth, and some people just don't want to deal with that. Some people don't want to deal with the hurt. Some people don't even want to hear the hurt. I asked my mom, did she want to be in my podcast? She immediately said no, because she thought it was going to be one of those sessions that, we brought up. Like, it wasn't going to be like that. Probably was, but it wasn't going to be like that. I just asked you if you want to be in my, because y'all think I'm like this. Imagine where I get it from. So I would love to have her in my podcast, but she said no immediately. So I was like, okay, I'm never asking again.
I would love to ask some of my family members, but I don't think they'll do it either. My dad goes to sleep at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Every night. Wakes up at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. Every day. I don't know.
Yeah,
how he
I
does
was
it.
up at 7:30 this morning.
I-
I was up till 5 now, went to sleep at that point. Well,
But no, what do you think about that, Bird? Her comment.
well, I hear everything y'all just said. And before I launch, I want to say this. I want to offend any of y'all beautiful women in this broadcast, okay? So just let y'all know. This is
Hold
just
on.
my opinion. I thought you about to put the sleeves up. That okay.
I'm
She
like,
about to
what?
fight. All right.
I'm listening. I'm playing. I'm playing.
First and foremost, you gotta understand what men have to be pressured.
Mm-hmm.
We supposed to be the providers, the lead, the one we protect, the family.
I'm
Just
sorry.
say
Can y'all give me one
right all the
moment?
time.
My baby is crying. He's not feeling good today. I'm sorry.
They fine. And
Just catch me up when I come back, okay? I'm sorry.
and to me, we always get bossed around like this what you need to do and such. And I think that's why Will is getting that from.
Yeah.
You know, all right, you want us to provide now. If you want to have your opinion, that's fine. But tell me what to do and provide. I'm still providing you, and you tell me what to do. And you got to think about it. You are spending the rest of your life every day with the same woman.
Mm-hmm.
Every day, every hour, every second. I don't know every second, but you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think about marriage standpoint. I'm just gonna put the marriage standpoint. Um, and thinking about this is actually worth it. And this woman gonna give me the same pleasure that she used to give us before we got married or before we have kids. You know it's not gonna be the same. You know, and 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 to be fairness, women don't want to. Some women don't want to have too many kids because put pressure on their bodies and they're going through their changes and all that stuff, menopause. And I get all that, but we may have our own menopause too. You
Mhm.
know, we gotta think about. I gotta get in shape for my wife. I gotta make sure I take care of that. I gotta make sure I get all this energy. I gotta do this, do that. That everybody has a role, and some men can do their role pretty good, and then you can take care of them, pay the bills, have the household, everything set for the wife. For the wife. But sometimes the wife's like, okay, he's doing this, but I'm still not satisfied. So what he gotta do to be satisfied? You trying to pressure him more to do something
I get
and
how it would. I get how where you're coming from. It would be it's a lot of pressure on the men to do a lot of things, to look a certain way, to make money, to have this, to have that, to make sure there's food on the table, bringing home the bread and butter, put food on the table. And you still got those females that's out there that's still like this because of the previous relationships that they were in, and that a man was giving them all types of shit, even though they still have it here, but it's not in the same manner that they want it. So you still have women out there like that who's just definitely, keyword, ungrateful as shit. And those are the ones who don't really deserve no husband, because when when you're at a point of being ungrateful, what makes you think that you're going to be a good wife? Nothing is ever going to please you. You're not even going to be in a good relationship if you're so ungrateful. So I mean, I get that standpoint for what you're talking about, Bert. I appreciate you saying that. But her for her to say she has to accept the fact that he cheats. Men probably cheat because you're at home nagging him, driving him crazy. And yeah, for something that's different and exciting, that brings out those little butterflies that you get when you first meet somebody, that excitement that you get when you text somebody or when you see them, because you don't see that at home. You get like a different environment, so they go out and do it.
stuff.
But at the same time, if you're in a relationship and you're married, you have set that boundary, or that point to where you're in a relationship with them. Like if me and you were together and we had got to the point to be like, okay, we together or whatnot, that means there's no other hoes or nothing like that. Like no inviting other bitches in there or whatever. If you think I'm crazy or I'm just driving you crazy or I'm ungrateful, then it's time to separate. So I get what you're saying.
I mean,
But
but some people
you just
have
say it sounds easy, but they don't. It ain't easy. But go ahead.
It's easier to go out and cheat.
No, it is for sure, but trying to figure out a way to say this, because I know somebody who has their own.
Don't think about it. Just say it. Just say it.
You don't have to say the name. Just
I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna say their name, but obviously, I'm just trying to figure out how to say it. It's just I know there's people out there who have been. I know this is gonna get a little darker, but there's people out there who've been like sexually assaulted or raped, and that also kind of makes it like that. They refuse to get help, but they go in relationships and they stay with one partner and then cheat on them. And it's because they don't know how to be in a relationship, because they have those deep issues with being sexually assaulted or raped by somebody else that impacts them when it comes to relationships.
That's another topic.
I will concede that. I will concede that for your opinion.
I grew up with somebody that was like that, and they don't know how to stay committed to one person. they've been in relationships and married, but they weren't committed completely to the person because they would go out and they would cheat. So
Well, answer this question, ladies. Have any of y'all cheated before?
no, because I've only ever had one relationship,
Okay.
Have I cheated?
and I avoided relationships because of the stuff I've seen growing up. That was why.
Avoid it.
Yeah.
I never been the type of person that would cheat. However, I did cheat.
You said,
And
wait, you said you did cheat or you've been cheated on?
both actually. I did cheat because I was acting in a way of, this was when I was younger. I was acting in a way of being revengeful
Mm-hmm.
more so than thinking about what happened. Because the guy that I was talking to got together with my best friend, and I got together with his best friend. Even though I hated him, I did not like his best friend for nothing. I just did it in a way to be revengeful, and that was on time. Yeah,
Wow.
That was no blood. But okay.
I'm be
No throw
honest. Like I
hands.
was. He asked me, and I was like, "Yep," because you did it to me. He's like, "I never did it to you." I'm like, "It's such a lie because it doesn't even have to come to you." She told me what happened and whatnot, and he still denies it. So I'm like, "Well, it happened. It happened. I guess
Well,
we'll take it to the grave."
I'm playing. No. True story. Uh, yes, I have cheated, but I'm saying I'm not a bad man either. True story. Been married before.
Oh
Um,
wait, hold on.
It's Tay.
I was
Oh, my bad. I thought Tay was fine. Okay, I'm sorry.
Nah,
story time. Oh, okay,
Story time.
it's probably
okay,
him watching though.
okay. Um, True story. Um, I was married before. I was young like y'all. Um, in
Wait,
my
how old are you?
how old am I? How old you think I am? I'm
I don't
30. I'm
know.
38. I'm 38 years old.
I was gonna say early 30s.
Okay.
But go on. That's
You
not a bad thing.
people say late 20s, but whatever.
Well,
But
that too. I would have said 28 to early 30s. That's what you say.
but I was 27 years old. Excuse me, 28, and I thought that I was doing the right thing, you know, and this girl clearly, and I cheated her before, and I made some young mistakes. In some back in my mind, I was trying to be more like my father, be better than my father. I'll put it that way. I'm not gonna put my father's business out there, but um, and I was trying to say, you know what, marriage can't be this hard. So like, I'm gonna do better than my father. I'm gonna work hard in the marriage. When years go by, you know, when she had the child wasn't mine. I had to figure out the hard way. And
Oh,
reason be, yeah, I'm not gonna put the name out there because I'm gonna protect this person's name because I love her kids.
mhm.
Um, and when I realized that, and destroyed, you know, mostly my time, my military career, and all that stuff. And I was trying to move on, just like she trying to move on. You know, um, she's already doing her business. I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna do mine. While we in the process of divorce. Um, but by the time I was trying to do mine, she was trying to interrupt, the whole shenanigans or whatever. So I'm thinking to myself, it's like, why are you here? You did what you did. I understand I did my part. And if,
Wait, so
if
y'all got you? So you cheated before the divorce, or
Like, who cheated first?
I cheated, well, I'll put it this way. before we got married, I would say we both cheated.
Okay.
Okay, so it, I don't know what type of relationship it is or what it was. I just thought I guess I was being like Will Smith. You know, I once I'm in a relationship, well, I'm gonna stick with somebody. I like to be with somebody. You know, but
But if you guys were doing you
Wait,
doing
so you
you,
married?
her,
huh?
then y'all wasn't in a relationship. Y'all was probably like friends with benefits.
True. Wait, so you married her because you thought she was having your baby? Is that why you married her?
To be honest, no. But I thought I married her because I thought I loved her.
Okay.
I think she married me because of military benefits.
I was gonna say that, but that's okay.
So
Mm-mm.
that's what I believe in. So and I thought I learned my lesson on that point on. I never spoke to her again.
Mm.
Uh, so I wish her best of luck in that. My second relationship,
Wait, you've been married twice, or it was just a second relationship?
first marriage done,
Okay.
only
Okay.
done.
I was like, this man's been married more than once.
No, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Wait, so just to be clear, y'all cheated before y'all got married, but y'all both was doing y'all own little thing.
Basically, yes. I thought I was
That's
trying to.
not cheating. That's not
Well,
cheating.
technically it is. Reason being because
No. If you think
There
you're
wasn't a label on it.
the
right,
baby's not mine. So the baby was born out of wedlock.
mm-hmm.
So now I gotta be responsible for the child, even though the child blood's not mine until we get divorced.
So was it your baby or no?
No.
How
She
did
had the
you
baby
find out?
before, or she had the baby while y'all was doing y'all own thing?
When she had a baby when I was trying to move. Well, I was trying to get her to come where I was stationed at,
Mm-hmm.
where I had a stepdaughter here, so she could process me. That's when she got pregnant at that time, and I thought
Well, she cheated, had a baby, then you start doing your own thing. No, that's not
it's cheating.
technically to me, honestly, it don't feel like cheating because for you and your standpoint, because she doing what she doing. She's way younger, whatever. She way over there. You doing your thing, she doing her thing. Can't be no real relationship. It's
And
like
could
y'all
you no
friends with
title?
benefits.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like, yeah, the love maybe have been there at one point in one time, and y'all still continuing it out. But if there's like Amaya said, no title on it, like yeah, we said we together or whatever. I don't know. I don't think I can consider that cheating, but maybe
Well,
I'm just jumping to conclusion.
Yeah.
I thought if we was married, I thought that the cheating would stop. You know, I thought this is what she wanted,
Mm-hmm.
but she was still doing what she's doing to do regardless. And I didn't get that message till now, till later on.
Yeah.
So
So
she was for the streets.
it is what it is. But the second relationship,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I cheated again. Uh,
Wait,
my,
but were you guys actually together, or is
it was so weird. The first time I met her, we was at a convenience store, and then I thought she was gonna beat my ass, or she was gonna fight me because I
Mm.
was looking through her shorts or drawers, whatever.
wait
I,
what?
yeah, I don't know. Long story, but uh, she
Yo,
had a Batman. She had a Batman. I'm a fan of Batman, so a hyper, super motivated Batman fan.
We're no
Um,
longer friends.
yes, and
So, yeah.
and then I was looking. I'm like, man, oh man, Batman's cool. And then she said, "What's up?" I thought she was gonna slap me, punch me in the face. I said, "I'm sorry," moved on. Then maybe about minutes later, she started following me. Like I was driving, she started following me. So I'm like, "Oh shit, this person really gonna be trying to shoot me or something." And I guess that night on, she got my number, and then that night we hit it off. Uh, but
Wait, hit it off as in talk all night, or hit it off as in first night, one night stand?
Is the second one.
we hit it off.
Second
We
one?
hit it off. We hit it
Okay.
off. We hit it
Okay.
off.
I'm
And,
sorry, I have to know y'all's lingo. I have to know New York slang and
Wait,
you
Bird's from New York? You from
I'm
New
not
York?
from New York. I've never
You.
been to New York.
You
I'm
never
from
been to New
Hey,
York?
from Atlanta, down south, born down south. So
Yeah, you have that whole vibe. I'm from New York.
I know, I was saying that
Yeah.
I
so
have to know New York slang talk
I
and
was teaching New
words
York
from.
slang, but that wasn't no New York slang.
no,
We hit it off.
We hit it off. What? It's not really. I mean, you say that, but that's not really slang. That's
we,
just.
we,
Bird,
we
go
connect-
ahead. Go ahead.
we
Y'all hit it
connected. We connected, okay?
off.
And
Mhm.
then somehow I don't know, out the blue, but uh I know this person quite some time. It was awkward, and then it happened. But I didn't know we was officially together or not. So, and then all of a sudden, years go by. This person was playing with me the whole entire time. I don't know if this person was playing with me, or this person was really trying to, trying to decide which one is better. Should I go with this guy, or should I go with this guy?
Wait, so you were with the person for years, or you just knew the person?
I was with the person for years.
Were you
And
talking to that person?
Yeah,
No,
we was really off and on for like good 4 years.
This the girl at the convenience store,
Yeah,
and you were off and on. Okay.
yeah. And then what I just found out when I was processed to get out after duty, I didn't know this person was married
The whole time
the whole time.
What?
talking to you,
Yeah,
and y'all done hit it off.
that's the thing. If I knew that she was married, me personally, if I know somebody's married or with someone, I would never, interrupt anything like that, because that could go so many different ways.
Mm-hmm. Somebody could come back after you, retaliate, karma
Exactly.
on your marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And she knows that. So she thought it'd be a good idea. And plus, she used me out of money too. So she thought it'd be a good idea to not tell me, use my money and my body. So now I feel like, sticking the ass or something. So that's just me. So now I'm kind of like low. But as I learn, about the cheating thing, if the person cheats on me and I'm worth something, I did everything right. And I thought if this my last relationship, my previous relationship, I thought I did everything right. I told the truth. I was being very honest. I never cheat on this last previous relationship, and I'm still getting cheated on. So
Happens like that.
It could be my karma, but
But you didn't even cheat on anybody.
On my previous relationship, yeah.
Unless, Bird, you are leaving out details.
Yes, because
No. What detail y'all miss?
Because you're saying with the very first girl you spoke about, right?
Yeah.
The marriage, yeah.
The one that you ended up getting married to, that you didn't. She lied to you about the child, You're saying you cheated on that one.
I did. Before we got married, I did.
Point is, look,
Before you got
listen, you
married,
did not cheat. You guys, wait, okay. Let's clarify this part then. So before you guys got married, you guys finally put a label on it, or you were just like still doing like, oh, we're gonna mess around, but we're not gonna say we're together.
Are you talking about while we was married, right?
Before you said before you
Before
guys
you
got
were
married, that's you cheated.
Before we got married,
Were you guys officially together or no?
I would say yes, we were officially together at that time. Yep.
but
In my
did she say? Did you and her say
We are officially
in
together?
a well, I think he can say that if he was trying to get her to move where they were. Hey, we're trying to be more exclusive, so move over here. And she's still in her mindset that, nah, you wail over there, I'm still gonna do what I want to do. But if y'all not on the same page like that, saying it like, you know, we together, like in text messages or calls, FaceTime, whatever, if it's like that and saying, hey, like, we're not gonna be exclusive until you get over her, then y'all technically not in a relationship. You're not in a relationship.
And you believe in that? That's your karma, dude. That's what's gonna get you like that. You know that, right?
right.
That's
Yeah.
not
Everything you believe is what you attract. You can't say that's your karma. You didn't cheat on her. You guys weren't officially together. You didn't label it.
you
And
can't
that's
put that
You
in.
literally just opened my mind to something that had happened to me.
Open your third eye, Bird.
Yes, bird is the word.
yes, and I learned from that. That's my learning experience. I was young, like I said, but that was my learning experience. And you know, nobody.
I'm gonna tell you my story, and then you tell me what's the difference between my story and your story. So,
Okay.
you know what happened with me. The guy that I was dating, this is how it started out. It started out how we're saying yours did. We were in high school. I was in a grade higher, 2 grades higher than him. When he came to the high school, yeah, he was in, because he came with my brother and, you know, brother's friends and sister and whatnot. So I liked him when he got there. I don't know what it was about him, but I liked him. He tells me that was this before? He tells me that he liked my sister, my youngest sister, because they were in the same school together or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, I didn't know. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So you want to talk to her? All right, cool. So then my sister turned him down. She didn't want to talk to him. And I told her about him. She was like, okay, nah, I'm not going to talk to him. And plus, he's ugly. I don't like him. That situation.
Wow.
So I still continue to try to talk to him. Now my best friend is here. At the time, she was my best friend. Yeah, I done cut so many people off. It is ridiculous. My best friend at the time
Could be like that.
knows, because this was before I had a phone, y'all. We had notebooks, okay? We were writing shit down. Between classes, we passed the notebook to each other, keep going to the next class.
We did that when I was in school too, okay?
Right, the little folded football shit, like
Yes.
that's how it was. So I get to, I think it was breakfast, and that night she had the book, and she gave me the book, and she kind of slid it to me like, I want you to read this, but I don't want you to read it. So I was like, hey, I know what's going on with her or whatever. She was acting weird. I was like, hey, you got the book? And she was like, yeah, here it is. And she tried to rush off. So I'm like, so I read it. She tells me to tell you, I already told her about the guy that I like, and this is him. This how she knows what he looked like. So she reads in there. He messaged her and said, hey, do you want to chill or hang out at my place? I ain't never been to this place. So I'm like, well, I think it was before. No, at this time I haven't been to this place. So I go outside. I catch her before the classes, like the bell ring. I'm like, yo, what the hell is this shit? She's like, yeah, he asked me that I want to come over. I'm like, okay. She's like, but I don't even like him or nothing like that. Like, I don't even know how he got my number. I'm like, how else did he get your number? Like, I wouldn't have gave him your number. I'm trying to talk to him. Why would I give you? You know what I'm saying? So okay. So she's like, he texts her. Me to tell you, she just told me that. Plot twist. She still went over there to his house. She went over there. They smoked. They chilled. And I guess that's when they kissed and they got busy or whatever. I don't know.
Wow.
In high school?
Both of them were not virgins. I was at the time. And
Go ahead. I can't. I
so
ain't gonna
yeah,
take
they were like, yeah, they were jumping off the porch earlier than I was. So he comes to me the next day after she told me this or whatever. I'm like still like in my head about it. But her brother was my best friend first. So I talked to him. I'm like, yo, what's going on? He's like, she's a hoe and all this. And I'm like, that's your sister gonna be talking about her like that? He was like, F her, she never did you like that and all that. So I'm talking to him about it. The next day the guy comes to me and tell me that he didn't want to talk to me because he likes her. Their birthday month's in the same. They got so much in common. How do y'all have so much in common when she don't like you and she told me that she didn't want no part of you? So y'all had a little bit more conversation than what you're talking about. So I'm like, all right,
Sorry to say, but this is why I don't have a lot of female friends, because of shit like that.
bro. So I'm like, all right, cool. So you want to talk to her? That's fine. So then she rejects him. So I'm like, so I'm
Dumbass.
laughing now because it's karma. I'm just laughing. Like both of the girls that you want to talk to you didn't talk to you. So now he comes back trying to talk to me because I started talking to my other brother's friend. We only started being like close friends. Like we wasn't trying to start a relationship or whatever. He liked me, but I was just like, nah, I'm just gonna do me in high school, whatever. That's it. So we get close. Then he comes his ass back over there and be like, hey, I want to try to start talking to you or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, at first I was like, nah, wasn't really feeling it. But something about him, I really liked him. I don't know why. I really don't know why. So that goes on in that relationship. I think he moved and he got out of that high school. She got kicked out of school.
I'm sorry for his face.
I finished off school by the grace of God. And now we're all like out of school or whatever. So then I'm from Orlando area. So that's where he moved to. Then we catch up and link up again. Now we're exclusively talking. I'm going to his house. His mom likes me. His sister likes me. Staying the night. I'm catching the bus from my area to his area, giving him money. Because I used to get a social security check from my dad for passing away when I was 2. So I was giving him some money from there.
Mm-hmm.
Young, y'all. Young. Stupid.
Okay.
So he goes, I finally meet his best friend or whatever at the other school. And really didn't like this nigga. Like, I really thought that he was like, he kept trying to talk to me. And we all in a group, and knowing I see his girlfriend over here, I'm not really interested in him. But like on the side, like he would try to talk to me and try to tell me what my boyfriend was doing. And you know what I'm saying? Trying to make it seem like he's a bad person and I should talk to him. And I'm like, but I don't want to talk to you, even if he is a bad person. Like, for one, you go with this girl and I know her. And for 2, I don't like you. So out of spite, he told me what happened. Like, he's like, honestly, between you and your boyfriend and your best friend, they actually did, have sex or whatever. So I was like, word? He said they didn't do that. And she kind of denied it at first too. So me and the girl no longer friends. So I asked him about it. He denies it. So I just got pissed. I was like, you know what? I just did it. I just cheated with him. I messaged him. Well, actually, he messaged me first, the guy Tim. I don't even know how he got my damn number, honestly. He probably got it out of his damn phone. But I messaged him because he was messaging me from his phone, pretending to be him. And he was asking me would I talk to his best friend. I was like, no. And then he texted me from another number and was like, oh, this me. I'm like, why are you playing games on the phone? So it started from there. And then he was telling me shit. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So I did it. And then when he asked me about it, I told him, yeah. Because I asked you and you denied it and you lied. Finally asked her and my other best friend, her brother, and they was like, yeah, they did do it. So I'm like, so now I'm pissed. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I just did it. Like I said, doing it spitefully.
Wait, you saying you just cheated, right? You're not saying like you just had sex, right?
I mean,
She
yeah,
just
that is what I did.
Oh, okay. See, you said you just did it.
yeah,
Okay.
I caught it. I caught it.
I wasn't too
I
sure.
see the eyes. I see the
Okay.
expressions.
I didn't.
No, cheated.
I wasn't
Have
too-
sex.
Okay.
That was it. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm wait.
No, I'm done. That was it.
No, I'm talking. Cause I know she want me to say something. I just want her to just
What?
I
Go
had
ahead.
nothing to say. I was just like, okay, I was confused. That was it. It's your
because
turn.
I have my expression because I'm gonna say this. Y'all talk about open my third eye. You ain't open your third eye
Who, me?
because no, not you.
Oh.
Me?
Yeah,
Why?
because I'm thinking. I'm like, wait a minute. I just want to make sure I hear you correctly. He went out with your sister,
Yeah,
right? Correct.
he tried to talk to her. He tried to talk to her.
Okay, he tried to talk to her, but they had. I'm gonna say this entanglement, correct? Or
No.
No, it was her best
Well,
friend.
it wasn't really like that until she realized that that was the same guy that I was telling her about. So then
okay,
she declined him. And then she was like, matter of fact, I don't even want to talk to him.
okay, got it. Okay, all right. I want to make sure I got that clear. Okay, so all right,
Right.
so I'm gonna keep
The
that searching.
friend is the one that
Still,
had the entanglement.
but still, that's like saying if if I had a brother who really um eh, let's say I have my brother that I like his friend, but her the girl I like my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I like her, I would not date her because it's kind of a rule thing. You
Yeah.
don't date somebody's siblings ex, their siblings ex,
Right.
you know. And I get it, it's a love thing, I get that, but that's a rule thing. That's a
Mm-hmm.
kind of a red flag because uh if this person don't like my brother, what makes this she gonna like me? Now, me and my
What
brother
do you
might have,
mean?
Yeah.
'cause, I get it. Me and my brother may have a different appearance or different personalities,
Mm-hmm.
but if she don't like my brother, what makes me I'm gonna shoot my shot with her and put him behind his back? Now, as I told my brother about that, if he's okay with it, you know, cool.
No, but
That's
she
like,
didn't know that I was talking. She didn't realize that was him because she wasn't at my school.
but did you tell your sister about it?
I told her about him, and she
And
was like,
what's her opinion?
I have no idea who that is at first. And I was like, oh, there was some kid named Robert that used to go to my school. But she didn't know that Robert now goes to my high school because she was still in middle school.
That's
So
still a red.
it's not like she or me is dating each other's ex because she for one didn't know who I was talking about. And then when they started texting, I was like, that's him. That's him. And he sent a picture to the phone like, that's him. She was like, oh, hell no. And she stopped talking to him. And then he tells me that he wanted to talk to her. So like, we're not together. We're not exclusive or nothing. Then he tells me he want to talk to my friend.
Okay. So he didn't want to talk to her during that time, correct?
No. He tried to talk to her, like, you know,
well, he attempted to try to talk
game and all that.
Okay, so he attempted to try to talk to her,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff didn't, and it didn't work out. So came down the line, he wanted to come back. Oh, I'm gonna talk to you. Correct.
After
That's what I'm saying. After that, correct.
Yeah, after both of them.
Okay. So, still, don't you think that's a red flag?
Of course.
So why did you?
Of course.
So what was the idea that you liked him? Like, how did that? What did you see in him?
That's what I'm saying. Now that I think about it, when I get older, and I'm like, I have no idea why I liked you. Like, you really, I don't know. This at the time, I guess it was just his personality, because the looks wasn't everything to me. The way he dressed wasn't everything to me. It was so weird because his rising was kind of like a Leo, like his ego was up there, but he was a Cancer. He was a male Cancer, and I'm a female Cancer.
That's mean, because my rising's a Leo too, man.
Yeah, but still, Leo itself, they are egocentric. They're like high up here about
my dad and brother and a grandpa's a Leo, and
they're high in mind
really like that.
And that's how he was. So I was like, I don't know why I'm attracted to you. I don't even like people like that.
It'd be like that.
Well,
and I have something for you, Amaya, for your little time here.
Wait, what? The Mama Zodiac time?
Yeah, I have something for you. But go ahead, Burr. I'm sorry.
No, I thought she asked me. I thought she said something to me.
I did. I said I forgot you're a Leo. You don't really act like one.
I don't. That Zodiac.
You give off very like earthy vibes.
Like a Cancer.
Well, not really Cancer. I feel like he's like like I would like an Earth sign. Your rising's probably an Earth sign. Yeah, I know you don't believe in all that stuff. Yeah. I get it. It's not always accurate. I know.
Yeah, I just see what I see and learn when I learn. But
it definitely is accurate.
Sometimes, no, I'll get you. I agree with both of you. Sometimes it is accurate, but sometimes the person really isn't. Like,
I can see that.
But I think it does go down to like a whole chart, because there is a whole chart. But
yeah, because mine is a Cancer, and people like, oh, Cancers are like crybabies, but my rising is not like that at all.
What's your rising?
I don't know, but now that you mentioned it, real quick, okay, let's put that in there. Amaya, so I'm a Cancer, and I found out that I was born at 10:30 a.m.
Okay, so go look up a natal chart, and you put in the time and the place and everything.
I have no idea like what I'm looking for or what I'm
just put natal chart, and then you put in all the information.
Okay. Let me screen share.
Okay. As for Bird, though, my brother and my dad and my grandpa are Leos. I feel like I don't know much about you to really say you're a Leo, but you don't give off Leo vibes. You're very grounded. And it could have been because you went to the army. I know they put you guys through a lot through training.
How would I write this?
NATAL. Chart.
Army?
Calculator.
Calculator? Okay.
Yep.
This one, right?
No.
No?
No.
Or this?
Go down. Do that cafe astrology.
Which one?
It literally go down. Your arrow's like real close down. Down. Right there.
Oh, I didn't even see that. What the hell is this? All right.
You put
So
in.
let's see. Is that have to be first and last name or no?
No, just put your first name.
Yes, that is my first name.
Chandra.
Oh my God, your birthday is the same birthday as my mother. Oh my God.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
Bert, when's your birthday?
5 days after my dad's birthday.
I know your dad's birthday.
No, my dad was born. I was born August 20th.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna spell this wrong.
Yeah, you're a couple days before my mom. No, you're a couple days before my grandma. My grandma's the 24th. My mom's the 28th of August. My brother and grandpa is 11th and 12th. Literally, my whole family's birthday is back to back. It's July, August, September, October, November.
Hmm.
Not even June. Wait, June, right? It's
Okay,
June.
what am I looking at?
My bad. It's June, July, August, September, October.
Wow. What a
Yes,
world.
it is. It tells you all of that. Go down. 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 Oh, see, your rising is a Leo too, girl. You have a lot
I'm
of
dead. I'm dead.
Huh.
My rising is a Leo.
Uh-huh.
Actually, you know what? That could make sense.
It's how you appear to others. Your rising and your sun is how you come off to others. Your moon is your emotions. It says your moon was in Scorpio.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Scorpios. I am a Scorpio, but I don't know much about Scorpios.
That's why we're not crybabies. Look at that. My rising is Leo. Oh my gosh.
Leos are. Oh my gosh.
They don't show their emotion until you ask them like, you good? Do you need my help? It's like, do I actually need your help? I am me. I don't need your help. And then it's like, really, their inner self is saying, I really need your help. Like, they don't want to admit it.
Wow. I was gonna say I agree with you, but when it comes down to like Hispanic culture and the way they raise men, it's kind of they have to be like they don't know how to express themselves.
That is crazy.
That's I feel like it also has to do with culture, not only your zodiac sign, your upbringing, and all of that really impacts that stuff. My brother's a Leo, and that kid, don't get me wrong, he loves to be the center of attention, but when it comes to like how they usually how they did raise men back then about like Hispanic men, you have to be the man of the house, you can't show your emotions, you gotta bottle that shit up, all of that. I try not to get him to be like that, but yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Bird, can you please come join the podcast more often?
I'm trying, but it's.
Are you serious?
I have ask Pooh. I really did try to join the cast for quite
We
some time.
love having you on here. What?
We have talked to me and Pooh has talked about that, and I get they have different people he's trying to invite and all that stuff, and like me and Pooh, we talked about.
I asked Tab what you asked me. I was like, yo, Bird wants to know when y'all gonna do the male podcast because the females already did ours.
Exactly. And I was waiting on that. Had my shirt tied,
Aww.
had my uniform ready. I was ready. And
oh yeah, because y'all was gonna talk about
the segment called the Army Bros.
Ooh. We can talk about that. I mean, we can talk about anything, but we just never, come up to it. And and I get I'll be working and work out, but I can still make time. We just gotta give us some time.
Hopefully he's able to settle in so you guys could actually do it, because I know he just left today, and I know he's been a little busy trying to get everything ready for this specific day and all of that. So
Mhm.
And also those other guys, like he has to message them as well.
Mhm.
But even Shutterbug said that he would do it.
I texted him because I did want him to join today, but he couldn't.
Talk
That's
to the other guy, the big black guy.
that's what I was talking about. He got to message him and see like, yo man, when you free, like
Okay, this one.
It was a guy
that would
that,
be weird.
yeah, he had his own broadcast, and it was not. It was like a month ago we did it, and
Mm.
it was me and you, Tay, and the other guy was in it, and I guess he was talking about um if
I
a
gotta
if
go back
if
at
a
it.
if the person lied to you, who they care about, if the person lied to or the person they don't like, something like that.
Yeah, you gotta look back at the
Yeah, you
podcast.
just gotta look back. So
What do you? But to tie this back to the story time, what do you think my situation is literally cheating or yours is, Bird?
Were you asking both of us, or you just asking Bird?
I mean, you can answer too. You can
Okay,
answer
I'll
too.
wait for Bird to answer, and then I'll answer.
you wait for me to answer.
Mm,
Oh,
I got my answer.
in a correct.
Do not. Why do y'all do that? Don't think about it so much. Just say it.
No, I want to say
You have to think before you just speak. That's how you fuck up.
no, 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 no. 'Cause I want to say I want to say it the right way, and I want to say it correct way. But in my opinion, um, in your situation, I get it. But the correct way is still cheating.
Yeah. See.
It's still cheating. So I already know in my part is cheating. Regardless of situation it is, it's still cheating. You
Mhm.
know, so yes, the situation was somewhat different than yours. So, but it's still considered cheating because you already had your set in mind that you was gonna take revenge regardless with the
Mm-hmm.
other friend.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't thought about that way. I was still thinking about, okay, I did cheat it before, but I know she cheated. I thought the marriage would work, but she still did in her mindset. She still did it her way, and
Mhm.
I in my mindset, I was still trying to marry. So either way, you know, everybody have their own different mindset. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's still cheating.
Okay. What do you think, Amaya?
I think technically it is cheating, even though I feel like you felt betrayed. That was
Mm-hmm.
why you did what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in a way, you were. I guess in a way you could say you were cheated, but at the same time, you guys weren't really together at the time. But you were full. You were full on betrayed because if you ask somebody something, even if it hurts, you gotta just tell the truth.
Hmm.
Facts. I'd rather be hurt by by the truth than a lie.
Yeah. But basically, it's cheating. But again, it was because you felt betrayed. You asked him for the truth, and that was supposed to be your friend at that time too. Like that's just.
That was supposed to be my friend. That was supposed to be the guy that I was talking to. And I still feel a little betrayed by my sister, but then again, when I thought about it when I got older, she didn't really know, so she doesn't really count with that. But yeah, that was betrayal. And there is a whole nother plot twist to this. Y'all gonna be like, why still talk to him? But that's a whole nother podcast.
Wait,
Um,
you can't do that. I want to know now. I don't like not knowing stuff.
No,
We could
no,
say
no,
after the
because we've
broadcast.
been on
Tell us
here for
that.
like we've
You
been
can
on
tell us
here
that after the
for
broadcast goes over. That'd
Yeah,
be
can we? Can we talk about it after the podcast?
oh we can.
Okay, awesome.
It's a little
great.
These other
touchy.
people.
Get my popcorn and my drink
See,
ready.
who had her popcorn before, if I'm right? And I was like, what the fuck? Where did the popcorn come
No,
from?
no, that was marshmallows.
Okay, I thought it was marshmallows, but I couldn't really see. It's a little blurry-ish on your side.
Yeah,
That's just my computer because my computer's a little.
no, that's mine. I don't know why my matte camera looks like that, but we could talk about it after. Just know it's a little touchy, but y'all know I still speak my opinions and I would say
Just
what
wrong
what's
notes.
But I do have something else to ask y'all. Okay. I
Okay.
did see another video that was on TikTok, right?
Okay.
About what?
And it was still opinion based. So the girl in the video, she, I guess, went on this date with this guy, and I guess he invited her to her house, and he had 3 roommates. And she basically was saying like that was a no for her. And the guy was saying, who was interviewing her, he was like, why is that basically such a big deal that he has 3 roommates? And her point was, okay, I see if he had 2 roommates, then that would be okay. But to me, that's still contradicting, because whether it's 1, whether it's 2, whether it's 8, he still have roommates. And for 2, his roommates ain't got nothing to do with you. He still has somewhere to stay. He still drove to the date that y'all went on, so he has a car. And if he has 3 roommates, that's pretty much saving money for him. You never know what his 5-year goal is, or whatever the case may be. Maybe he's trying to save money in the long run to get his own place, you know what I'm saying? To be with just one person, or have his own, whatever the case may be. But I'm going to show y'all the video, and y'all tell me what y'all think.
100%. I just went on a date and had 3 roommates. I said, sir, do you not want more for yourself? No, what's wrong? But see, that's what I'm talking about. What's wrong with that? Unless it's like some high tech Facebook type of shit. That's nuts, though. Why is that not? At 27, I had 2 roommates. 2, but it's not 3. So what's the difference between that and saying that you don't want a woman that makes more money than you? I would like a man to make some money, not 3 roommates. 3 Jesus. Right. Does he have 3 roommates and he's working as a data analyst for the Milwaukee Bucks and he might be the general manager? Nope. Nope, it wasn't. Okay, whatever. Is he working 3 jobs so he can help put his little sister through college? Because she does he have ambition? Is he smart? Is he artistic? Who is he? Forget about the fact that he has roommates. Who is he? Does he have any worth to you? I am not getting through Mandy right now. Do you feel like black?
You see what I'm saying? Like, these females here on TikTok, this is why my stuff get banned, because females, like, y'all standards are like high up here. You expect a man to be on every, like, to complete every checklist that you have. Like, everybody's not going to meet all 10 things on your damn checklist. Like, you're ungrateful and your standards too high, and you just be doing stupid shit. Because why? I was so frustrated. I was like, you know what? Let me save that, because I am going to do a review on it. I don't care if it gets removed or whatever. You're going to hear what I got to say.
Can I say something?
What do y'all think? What do y'all
I'm
think?
listening. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I knew a girl that she had 3 other roommates. And I think the reason why people see it as that is because 2 roommates is like, you see that each person has a decent amount of money that they could split it through 3 people. But 4 people, I guess it just shows that it's probably way more expensive, and that's probably why they have to have 3 people living there. Honestly, that's stupid. As long as the person has a job, they have a place they could stay at, because it's not easy to buy your own apartment. It's expensive. And it obviously depends on where you live. You got apartments out here in New York City that cost millions of dollars, which is ridiculous, because who the fuck is going to buy that? Well,
like, living over here
is getting expensive.
$1,700. That's a whole house right there.
It really
that
is.
I could be playing on.
Yeah. But that's the thing, is that, like, everything is becoming so expensive, and I think that's stupid. He has an apartment. That's all that matters. I more thought she was saying it because she was scared. Like, I'm not going to go into some stranger's house and he has 3 other roommates.
Yeah, but if she was, she would have probably said that.
You see, but I wasn't sure, because she was just saying, oh, he has 3 roommates. Like,
yeah, but she was like, when she said it, she was like, I want him to make some type of money.
No,
like,
that's when I figured it out. I was like, okay, that's.
But even if so, if he isn't, what's the difference if he's trying to save money?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't. I mean, like you say, like the other guy say, you don't know his goals are. So,
yeah, like, you don't know if he's the rent there. Like Amaya is saying, it's probably expensive as fuck. You get what I'm saying? So he probably does have money, but it's expensive to live there. He probably have high standards and he want this, but it's expensive. That's why
Right.
people get roommates.
Yeah. I mean, the person that I knew, she lived in a really nice it did have 4 rooms because it was an upstairs and downstairs.
Yeah.
But there was 4 people living there, and it was a really nice building. And each of her roommates were really cool, so I don't think that was a bad thing. You made friends.
I mean, at least he ain't live in his parents' house or something like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
And I can understand that standpoint. But even if he does, I mean, look. At least the person living in 4 walls. You know, have a shower, a house, you know, a bed to sleep.
Yeah.
You know, there are some people that out there that don't have beds or refuse to live with their parents out, you know, and rather live in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
my thing is that even if he has 3 to 4, 8 roommates or whatever, he still invites you to come over.
Yeah.
You still have somewhere to go. Oh, I'm going to his place. Yes, probably in his room, but think about it. That's where a lot of people go when they come over to their significant other place. They go in their damn room. And if they want to sit in the living room or whatever the case may be, I'm pretty sure they will let their roommates know, hey, I'm going to have company over, or, you know, whatever, some rules or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't see what is the big deal of him having 3 roommates. And I just don't know. It just made me so angry.
now, Castle, this question. Now, this happened the situation with me before.
Bird,
now,
your life is so much more interesting than what you let us know.
I got a lot of stories, but that's another time.
Oh, wait, story time?
No, that's another time. I'll tell you. I don't mind tell y'all the story. Oh my god! But I just have a question. Let's say how to put it this way: if y'all boyfriends or if y'all or dating, have roommates, but their roommates is a different gender, do y'all have a problem with that?
I feel like it depends.
Hold on now, remember, nigga, like I said, it could be three female roommates, have their own room, everybody have their own, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be, and he told you everything. Will you be okay with that?
I feel like
if he tells me everything, what's going on, and you know, he's not acting. If he's not acting like all suspicious or trying to hide things, then I am comfortable with that. That's your living situation. What can I do? Why am I mad because you have 3 female roommates? Like, that's not, to me, it's not a turnoff. But when you try to hide and finagle shit, and I come over there and see opposite things of what you said, then I will have a problem with it.
Oh, okay. That's a good answer, and that should be the right answer. So let's say it should, like I said, it should be the right answer. Now, let's say he invites you to the house and whatever, and he already told you everything, you accepted or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and let's say you went inside and you see these 3 females, you know, wearing comfortable clothes. Mm-hmm. Now, when I'm thinking comfortable clothes, I'm thinking like they're comfortable, just like y'all comfortable.
Like comfortable clothes for me, okay? When I go to my partner's house, it is shorts that you would not wear around your partner, your boyfriend's brother, family members, your dad, your granddad.
Yeah.
Right. So those are comfortable clothes for me. Now, sometimes when they come over, hey, let me go ahead and change to something more appropriate. So I will have like longer pants on, or, you know, full on shirt, or, you know, something that's not revealing at all.
Mm-hmm.
So comfortable in what way?
Well,
I think you mean like no bra, like a shirt with, and she doesn't have a bra on underneath, and it's noticeable, and she has like shorts on without underwears, and it's noticeable, right? That's
I-
usually what people
I-
mean when they say comfortable. For
Right. Like everything is out. I'm free balling underneath. All I have on is a shirt, some booty shorts. Because I'm wearing these booty shorts and no bra and whatnot because I'm at my partner's house and I'm comfortable.
Mm,
But when you have people that's over, you can still not have on a bra with a certain shirt. You would never know.
yeah.
Or, some pants on. You would never know that I'm free balling.
right.
So, my bad.
Would you be comfortable with that?
No.
But see, okay, so that means you won't have okay. You do it. You don't have a problem with that. How about you, Becky? Would you have a problem with that?
Wow. Irate. I'm gonna get a little personal real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have trust issues with other people.
Mm-hmm.
That is because, like I said, what I've seen growing up, there was not many faithful relationships.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so when you grow up and you don't see any healthy, stable relationships that are like the partners are not cheating on one another, then it makes it a little difficult for you to believe to have that for yourself. So basically, personally, I feel like I would probably feel a little bothered sometimes, but I have my reasons too, because the first relationship I was in, I had female friends that would say certain things. It was just the whole thing. Point is though, as long as I see that their dynamic is not anything like flirty and they're actually just friends, and I see like, there's not certain banters or something that's gonna make me question, Go ahead, please.
I have something to say with that.
Go ahead.
Even if they're still not flirty or anything, I would still have a problem with that.
That they're banter.
If they're even not flirty and she's walking around the house with the little tank top on, no bra, booty shorts, okay? This image is in your head, right?
Yeah.
I still, for me as a woman, and my partner is here, he's a male, I still would think that that's disrespectful. To me.
Too.
Because one, you know that he has a girlfriend. You are promoting yourself in front of him, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Not even saying that, oh, I want him or I'm trying to be flirtatious towards him. You are still giving him something to look at. You are still trying to put it out there. Either way it go, you still gonna see ass cheeks walking around the house and whatnot. You might as well don't have no clothes on at this point.
But he'd be seeing that. So what's the difference if you was there, if he wasn't there? He probably see that every day.
And I still would have a problem with that.
So
that's still a problem.
Yeah, but a girl should be able. Okay, there's two sides to this. A girl should be able to walk around however they want without their bodies being over sexualized. That is one thing. But the second thing is, I grew up in a house like that where it was like you got to make sure you cover up if there's males around. So I get what you're saying. If there's males around and you share a room with, I have a little brother and I don't even walk around the house like that because that makes me uncomfortable.
I couldn't walk around the house like that with my brothers.
That's what I just said. I said I have a little brother and I don't even like walking around like that. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Don't get me wrong now. I've been on my own since I was 20 something. I like walking around the way I like walking around. But at the same time, I know to be respectful when people come over. Even if it's just my sister. Well, not my sisters because we see each other. If my brother comes over, oh, hold on, let me go ahead and put on some clothes or something like that. My brothers, dad, granddad, they're not going to see ass cheeks walking around the house or anything like that. I come from a household where you had to cover up. You
Yeah.
cannot sit in a male's lap. You cannot sit in between a male's lap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would still be on her part disrespectful. And at that point, I wouldn't be mad with my boyfriend. I would be upset with her. Because I'm going to come to you as a woman, woman to woman. Hey, he has a boyfriend, and I don't really appreciate you walking around with your ass cheeks out, promoting yourself to my boyfriend. And then it'll get into a situation where, oh, he looks if he looks. But still, you would know to cover up if you're going to walk to the kitchen if y'all still in the same. You know what I'm saying? You would know to put some damn clothes on.
True, but then people will argue the fact that it's like, if that's the case, though, what about when women step outside? If like, you're basically saying a girl's dressing like that outside to get attention and to get grabs.
That's outside. Females, yes, they do dress like motherfucking tramps outside. They still have they fucking little ripped shorts and their ass cheeks all out, and that's outside disrespectful. That's them. I'm talking about you in your house, your apartment with your roommates, your 3 roommates, your 3 girls.
No,
in
I
your
get what you're saying, but I'm saying like people will also take that argument that you're saying and would try to also say it outside, like, but then it's basically saying that that's why women are getting the attention, that they're doing it on purpose to get that attention, and
Some
that's what
women do.
leads to like deeper things, and they blame it on women, you know.
But that's why females like us have to go to other women and let them know, hey, bitch, you need to know your fucking worth. Put on your fucking clothes and stop disrespecting yourself like that. What do you mean I'm being disrespectful? For one, why is your fucking ass cheeks out? You want men to come over here, like you said earlier about rape, assault, and just battery and things like that against women. You're promoting that situation to happen. What if you put it in this situation? You walking around with your ass cheeks all out like that, like, you know, booty shorts, high heels, and a little skimpy shirt on. You walk next to a fucking pedophile. What do you think the pedophile is going to do, or the rapist is going to do? Like, they're going to try to get you. But
I
if
mean,
you putting yourself out there like that, how can you argue that to somebody?
but that's basically then going back to saying that it's women's fault that they're getting raped.
It will be their fault if they're promoting themselves like that. They're putting themselves out there like, hey, I'm available.
Women's bodies should not be over sexualized. That is the overall problem in society, is that women's body, they get over sexualized for anything. So
It shouldn't be, but at the same
but they
time,
could be women that are covered up and they still get sexually assaulted and raped.
I mean, hey, I'm a full victim of that, and I understand.
I
But at the same time, like, like, you know your worth. You know what to do and what not to do in the situation. Like, if you're at the club or whatever, somebody grab you, that's fucking assault right there. People don't realize that. They just think that just, oh, he just grabbed me at the club and I just shook him off. That's fucking assault.
yeah.
People know shit and just don't do. Whew, don't get me started on that subject.
I know.
Well,
What
I
happened?
y'all that's very interesting, and I appreciate that y'all expressing that. I really do. Um, it
Bird, are
is right.
you in this situation?
I have been in that situation. Um,
Wait, what situation?
3 female roommates and 1 male.
well, yes.
1 female and 3 males.
Well, actually, it was 2 females and 1 male. That was me. I was the only male,
Oh wow.
and
You
yeah,
got a
but
good story for us, don't you?
no, it will be a good story, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of she kind of remind me of y'all. The girl, what's the girl in the corner right there? The little yellow.
Shelly?
Shelly.
She looked just like her, like really act like her. She really do. Jamaican and from New York, you know.
Hey.
So yes, she loves New York and she loves Jamaican, and and me and her work together in the army too. But what I noticed her is, yes, she did wear comfortable clothes. But I didn't wear my comfortable clothes, you know, yes, I like to be free balling and do all the things, but I feel like when I first moved in with her, you know, I was being more respectful, and I don't want her to feel like I'm just the other male that wants to try her, because all the male was trying to get at her, and her personal business is her personal business, I would say, and I if I get on the broadcast, I let her introduce her myself. She got the very especially like Shelly does. Um, but
You should ask her if she wants to be in our podcast.
Oh my gosh, why don't we put Shelly meets her twin or some shit?
No,
I
no, no.
oh
That would
oh
be
that
cool.
would be, oh my god, they
Or
What?
might.
just put it like, okay, two roommates, two female roommates, one guy, or one guy. Like, what do you think, or something like that? So people would kind of know. I don't know. I'll think about it later.
I just To me, I don't want to feel like I'm just the guy, you know.
Yeah.
And she looked at me differently, you know. She she looked at me like, you know what, everybody was wrong about you, and and she finally trusts me. Like I'm not the pervert guy, the weird guy. I'm just regular. I'm just a regular old Arthur. I'm just I'm Arthur Bomberg, and I always go by my last name because
I have a teacher with your last name.
yeah, and there's a difference. Bird is more personal, strong, stay quiet, mind your own business. Arthur is more caring,
Hmm.
more I got you back. I'm trustworthy. I'm more open. So when she knows about that is she got real comfortable, and we have that Tupac Jada Pickett love type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And no entanglement, no hugging, no flirtations, nothing like that. You know, and some people be I get this every single day. Even my previous commander always think about we had some sexual relationship, and it was never true.
That's such a problem. Is that I hate this because I get it. Is that it just doesn't seem like people could just be friends. That people just
Hmm.
automatically romantic. You guys have met my best friend Josh.
Yeah.
That like he's literally like the one of the closest people I've had in my life. Like I've known him for 7 years, and people always want to romanticize our friendship. And that's what bothers me is that you can't seem to have people that you could just be. Males and females cannot just be friends. They have to romanticize it,
Hmm.
and I feel like it should just be left as friendship sometimes because those are people that you're close to, and I feel like if it turns into something more, it might not work out, and then you lose somebody that you were really close to.
Well,
That's how a situation happened with me, and
Sometimes people
I'm
just work better
okay.
with friends.
I'm okay with losing people who don't quite understand or don't respect my boundaries
Mm.
and what I set, because when I'm with someone, I'm with someone. And just because we are now friends and we're like another friend, like if we're close and whatever, and you think it's okay, like, no, I'm okay with losing you as a friend because I'm with someone else and I'm not really focused on you. I have a
I can respect
guy
that.
I have a guy friend. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story time. I have a guy friend that I used to talk to, like
Hmm.
for a short period of time. And it just didn't work out because he had baby mama drama and I wasn't with that. So we were still just cool afterward, and I started dating guys who I wanted to date and whatever.
Mhm.
To this day, he still tried to talk to me and still trying to kind of put it out there like why we can't be together and why we can't do this. And I'm like, I would rather, when I'm with you, I would rather be with you and give you my all. If I'm not with you and I can't feel for you or I'm not interested in you, it's not fair to you for me to drag you along or string you along because I'm not interested in you.
Yeah.
We can still remain cool, but if you don't understand that or you don't respect it, then just stop messaging me altogether. So it got to a point to where I just stopped communicating with him because he just kept being adamant about it and pushing it. Like, and I'm not the type of person that's clingy or anything like that. And I'm not the type of person that, oh, let me love you, let me do this for you, let me, like, no, that kind of like steers me away, kind of scares me in a way. So I'm just not attracted to him because of the things that he do and the things that he says. But he don't quite understand that. He thinks that we had a good time while we was together, and I'm like, yeah, but you fucked that up. And once I'm done with you, I'm just done with you. Like I can't. I'm getting to the point to where I just don't want to be your friend. He's like, I don't want to lose you in my life. I'm like, but you're this close, motherfucker. You just don't, you don't get it. Like, I don't want to lose you as a friend. We have good conversation, but I don't want to be with you.
Did you tell him that you don't want to be? Did you tell him? Did you tell him all this while he was thinking about trying to get back at you?
I've told him this to the point to where I was so blunt. I felt like I was being very mean to him. But it had to be like that because he wasn't like getting what I was coming from. He wasn't understanding like I don't want to be with you.
Okay, well, as long as you told him, that's on him. If you didn't if you didn't tell him like straight up, like, hey, I don't want to be with you, da da da. You gotta be specific instead of just
Yeah.
like prolong. And I hate women do that. They like to prolong stuff, like you prolonging the stuff and you try to send us a message, like we understand it, and I hate that. You
Yeah,
know,
I've told him. I'm like,
It's
okay,
sometimes hard, okay, bird.
he came back and asked me, it's like, why we didn't work out? I was like, the reason why we actually didn't work out is because you had baby mama drama and I wasn't with that.
Yeah.
And then he came back and asked me again, like a year later, and I'm like, since that time I told you, and then the whole year later you still was trying to talk to me and whatnot, so you're still not understanding. I'm like, okay, so this is the reason why we broke up, but this is the reason why I don't want to still continue to talk to you because you keep being so adamant with it, and I don't want to. Like, even everyone's like, the best boyfriend that you had would give you everything, and he's right here, and I'm like, it doesn't matter if someone will. I have to be attracted to you and want to be with you in order for me to prolong a relationship with you.
Yeah.
If there are some things or red flags that I see that I do not like, I don't care if you give me the moon or whatever, I'm just not going to be with you. People just like, you have something good. No, it's not. I see red flags. My gut is really telling me I don't want that shit. Like, I don't care what my heart says. I don't care what y'all think is good for me. I don't care what my brain says. I don't want that.
Your gut, you always have to listen to your gut. It's always telling you something.
Exactly. And it's
Your brain and your heart are too clouded to see.
well, if that's your standard. That's your standard. You know, I I kind of have a little disagreement on the attractive part, but that's your standard. I can respect that too as well. Um, I always look at the inside instead of the outside, so I don't look at attraction too much. But I understand appearance is a difference, but as long as I accept who you really are, that's what I look at it. That's my standard. Um, and I get about the baby mama drama. And I did the baby daddy drama thing. It didn't work out for me at that time. So I get that, but you know, just gotta. I don't know. It's kind of a situation. So, but I understand your situation, your parkour. Um, um,
I just feel like if I can't really be good friends with you, and we can't like. For one, you have to build a relationship off friendship first. You have to build that foundation at least. For me, if I don't like you, I don't like you. Even from the friendship, I will not pursue anything with
Same here. I thought you, Becky, you got nothing to say.
Wait, what?
You got. Okay.
you.
I
You say
thought
you
you
got
got something to say.
something that you want to say.
No, it was just that. I don't like that. I feel like people pressure do that to me all the time. Basically what she was saying about like having that in front of you, I feel like people do that to me all the time with my best friend, and it just makes me uncomfortable and annoyed because it's like, why can't I just have male friends? Stay male friends.
Oh, I'm glad you said that because I was definitely I didn't know at first, but now I know.
It's
It's all right. It's a learning experience,
the
but
learning
but
experience.
y'all right about female comfortable thing because I had a roommate who was comfortable, but I didn't care
Yeah.
because I wasn't. It wasn't like I'm trying her or flirting her or anything. It was her house, number one, so I can't tell her, you know, what to wear, what to not to wear. You know what I'm saying? I'm living in her house or somebody
Yeah.
else's house. Period. So, but I know her mindset that she's not gonna be, butt naked in front of me or in front of person I'm bringing with, company over. Just like I'm not gonna be butt naked if she bring company over or be something, uncomfortable. You know, so I think that's there's a mutual respect. So, but I have had people say to my roommate like, "Damn, she got a fat ass." So, um,
Dang.
but she laughs about it. She gets that a lot. But but that's mostly my female friends that say that too to her.
Yeah.
So, so I'm gonna tell you, look, I get it, guys, but I get it that if y'all was a lesbian friend, y'all want to like her, whatever. But, excuse my language, but just keep that in mind that this is also my friends. It's also my roommates, and I want y'all to respect it.
Mhm.
So, um, please do. Um, you know that she's a mother too, and she's going through a lot. So, um, but
Dang.
yeah, I always have put my respect because I won't treat my roommate that way because it's her household, not mine.
Mhm.
I had to
So
tell
it's not.
my friend that when I first started talking to him, I was like, I appreciate you like being respectful and not trying to get all handsy when I first met you or whatever.
Mm,
He's like, I ain't got time for that. I don't. People know me is no, like you know. But I do give people like their things because there was this guy that liked me. I'll tell you about it later. There was this guy that liked me, and he always wondered why I didn't like him,
Mhm.
and he thought it's because he was older, like 10 years older than me, like you know. And I'm like, it's not that you're older; it's that when I try to talk to somebody, they would instead of trying to get to know me, they would try to get to know me in like another way first before they actually know me. And I wasn't like not gonna say that I had insecurities about it. It's just like I had trust issues. I didn't trust anybody to like I don't know how to say it, but I didn't trust it. I'll tell you who it is after the live. Speaking of that,
oh Lord,
no, just
It's
speaking.
kind of thought.
I'll
Oh
find
my
out.
god.
I have a good feeling who it is, but I could be wrong. But go ahead.
Oh no, it's not. It's not who you think it is.
Okay, man. I'm not going with on that. It's good.
Yeah, it's not.
Mm.
But
But
uh,
yeah,
mm.
Go
But the
ahead.
female's still wrong what she said, but I hear her point. But that's not the female's choice of how this person live or not. So if she don't want to be with that person because she had 3 roommates, then
Yeah.
bye. Might miss out a few things. You never know.
I was gonna say that.
Final thought. What happened to y'all two? What the heck's going on?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's for you specifically. This is your time to shine. Your
Oh,
final thought.
my final thoughts. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I did this a long time. Um, my final thought is, hey, you got me all fussed up. I got to tell me this.
Take a breather
Um,
and work from
okay,
there. You got this.
all right. My final thought is SWT. Stop, waiting, think. Uh,
Hmm.
you always have to stop, waiting, think because before you take any actions, make sure you know what you plan ahead and what you review of because you never know what the consequence may come after afterthought.
Mm-hmm.
So stop, waiting, think, and then pursue your actions. That's all I can think of right now.
Thank you, Bert.
Oh shit.
See, I told you. I told you.
Oh shit. I fucking hate when this happens. I'm just like, yeah. Oh
See,
my gosh.
Best
All right. All
time
right.
of
All
the
right.
podcast.
Hey. All right. What I gotta say is, I think people need to take in consideration if the rule, not the rules, my bad, the roles were reversed. Because personally, and I hope nobody takes this the wrong way, I kind of feel like she was one of those people that were like, oh, I'm not okay with this person doing that. But if it was her doing it, she'd be like, oh, well, it's me. I'm doing it. It's fine. I don't know the person though, so it's not to be judgmental. But from what I've, I guess, picked up off of her character, that's what it seemed like. My thing is, though, I feel like we need to understand that everybody has their own things going on. And I get it. If it's not for you, it's not for you, but don't bring somebody else down because of their situation. They can't help where they're at. But also, to jump back a little bit to over sexualizing women's bodies, that's something we need to work on in society because that's not cool. But yeah,
okay.
that was it.
Thank you, ma'am. I say my final thought of this entire podcast is that ladies, we need to stop holding other people, your partner, more so men, as high standards. We need to just remember that everybody is not gonna check everything off your list. You get what I'm saying? Just
Mm-hmm.
and don't be ungrateful because you never know what may come your path like down the line. And people, keep your hands to yourself. Think before your action.
Yes.
We are now grown, so even though we all are work in progress, still think before you do something.
Yep, like Bird said.
But other than that, I do want to thank y'all a lot for being in this podcast. We had some good topics. And we have some topics for another podcast, but we gotta think of a time frame when to do that. But remember, y'all, wash your hands, practice 6 feet apart, wash your grits, and stay safe. Wear your mask.
And tell everybody you love them because you gotta appreciate those around you.
And you never know when you.
Unconditional love, not that. Yeah.
My bad. You're right. You're right. I didn't think about that one.
All right, everybody. Yeah, have a blessed night.
Have a blessed night. Bye bye.
Wait, are we already leaving? Or was just